All right, guys, welcome to the 10th phase of this Android app development journey. We've really come a long way from phase one all the way to phase two, phase three. We've created eight different apps on this journey. An app that focused on how to um, click a button, save data, save images, a food order app, an app that teaches how to store data on the cloud, an app that shows you how to design screens that scale, list views, and even more advanced list views using the last app we created that also encapsulated bottom navigation views. So we've really come a long way, and I'm happy that we've done this together. So in this phase 10, we're going to be talking about money. Yes, I like to say money with my bass voice. Money. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this phase. How to make money from apps, 10 different ways, tried and tested. So let's dive straight into how to do this. So, um, so there are four main funnels of how to make money from apps. One is in-app purchases, second is subscription, and the third one is pay to download and then direct payments. I organize these based on how much money you make from each. So you generally make more money from in-app purchases and subscriptions. And then the later half of the money, if you implement these, would be pay to download and direct payments. So in-app purchases is when you sell items in your app. Like when you sell stickers in your app, when you sell extra boost in your app. Those are in-app purchases. Subscriptions are like when your app deals with content, content. When your app deals with content that renews constantly, like music, videos, or some kind of daily nuggets of something. Those are where subscriptions come into play. Subscriptions make the most money because it's like money every month, the same amount of money every month, every week, or even every year. So if a user is loyal to you and loves your content, they will be happy to give you that money every month. So it's really a very good way to make money um, in a recurring way. Then there is pay to download. This used to be the only way to make money from apps a long time ago, but that's not the only way now. Pay to download is when a user has to pay to download your app, and they have to do this in the store. So this works. It still works if you implement it right. Um, but just know that it's not the most robust way to make more money. These two are. Okay, and then there is direct payments. Direct payments is when you need to get all the cash the user pays. You don't need to get Google involved or whatever company is owns the platform. This is when you need to collect direct credit card and debit card payments from your users. A good example of this is, or the only way you'll be allowed to do this is when your app offers items that are consumed outside the app. So the item you're selling must be consumed outside the app for this to be approved on the store. A good example of this is when your app is, for example, a food order app. Someone comes into your app, orders food. You deliver the app in real life, not in sorry. You deliver the food in real life, not in the app. So in this case, you need to collect the full payment and process it yourself. Now, in this kind of scenario, you will be allowed to publish this app on the App Store. Otherwise, you are kind of mandated to use the Google's payment system if you're on Android. So yeah, these are the four main funnels of payments. And then next slides, I'm gonna dive into how to capitalize on this to make the most money. So there are basically simple ways of making this money from your apps. Um, the but they're gonna be I'm gonna break them down into four different categories, kind of like when you sell special access to stuff. When you sell tools, themes, and other stuff, special access kind of means imagine your app deals with, let's say, user generated content, and then you sell the user special access to some premium users. So that's kind of like special access. Then tools comes in when, imagine your app is a photo editing app. So you sell your users some special tools that can do some more advanced that can add more advanced effects to their photos. That's what I mean by tools. Or even themes, when you sell, you this is like the basics of how you can, if you don't really know what's how to make money from your app, you can just, this always works. If people love your app, you can sell users themes or alternative themes to your apps. So diving into the details of 10 examples, the first one I'm going to dive into is ad removal. So ad removal is, you know, everybody hates ads, but you still have to make money from ads if that's what your app starts off with. So if the user ends up liking your app, you can offer them the choice to disable the ads for a little amount of money. And a lot of users actually prefer this as an option because they just don't want to see those ads. They would rather pay $1 or $2 to have a clean experience in your app. So this works, and it's something that you can take advantage of if that's what tailors to your user experience, to your designed user experience. The next one is extended time on something. So this is you trying to offer the user an opportunity to, um, for example, extend the duration of videos you're allowed to edit in the app. So for example, you can tell the user, imagine this is your app is a video editing app. Your app is a video editing app. You can offer the user a choice to, or a limit on the duration of the videos they can edit in your app. For example, you can say you can only edit videos of 10 seconds long maximum. Otherwise, you have to pay to allow unlimited duration in the videos you can edit. So this is something that users would be happy to pay for if your app really offers value. So this is second way. Alternatively, this can completely remove the limits on the app if the user agrees to pay. So that means you can also tell the user that if I can remove the limits and also remove every other limit in this app. So the next one is this one applies to things like games and really fun toyish apps. So for example, imagine you selling the user boosters. So imagine your app is a gaming app whereby users race. Okay, you can sell the users turbo boosters for their cars that can help them win races, or you can boost the user to the next level even though they might have been failing this current level. So you can sell them a booster that will take them to the next level without having to keep playing and playing and playing over the level, instead of playing the level over and over again. So this is one way it works. And then another way that works is buying extra stuff. So imagine the car I mentioned in the previous screen. You can offer the user different types of that cars for them to buy. This is classic if you play games or use any kind of app. You're gonna see these kinds of offerings as in your face, apps asking you to buy a different variant of something you already own. This can come in, imagine your app has to do with cars. Like I said, you can offer the users different variants of the cars, stickers, or basically variant of anything your app offers. Another point I want to make is that statistically, games make more money than regular apps. So that means if you choose to make games, which is more complex, you will make more money than when you are making apps. This is because games is fun and people tend to spend more on fun stuff like games. And then the next technique I'm going to dive into is the choke technique. So the choke technique is pretty much a user is enjoying your app, and then after some time you tell them, hey, to continue you need to upgrade your account, or you need to buy full access or something. um, but the thing about this technique is you must let the user know that this is a trial in the beginning. So when the user starts using the app or this particular feature in your app, you have to let them know that they are trying it, and then let them be. And then after some time, you kind of like, press the brakes on their experience and tell them, hey, you have to pay to continue using this feature or this app. Um, and the user, if they love the app, they would happily pay to continue. This works, and I encourage you to um, apply this technique in a very, very, very thoughtful way. Make sure you disclose this to the user that it's a trial. Then the next one is, I mentioned this in the beginning, it's themes, offering users the ability to try new themes or new colors or new sounds for a price. So imagine your app, your app is downloaded with a navy green theme, okay, and then in the settings you can offer the user the option to switch themes to maybe black and white, or any other kind of cool color combinations, or even a whole new variant design of the app. You can offer the user this experience, and sometimes users like customizations, and they would buy into this idea of customizing the app to look how they would like. Yeah, this could also mean something like them putting their picture as a background somewhere. People love this kind of stuff. Then the next one is faster processing time. So again, imagine your app is a video editing app, and by default, the engine you have in the app can process the video in, let's say, 20 seconds. Um, but you would intentionally slow this down to 10 seconds and then offer the user the option to speed up the process to 20 seconds. Um, Depending on the level, the total time this is supposed to take to process, the user may be happy to buy into the idea of paying for a faster processing time. Um, this technique is applied in a lot of products out there, even in some games, whereby if you fail a level, they make you wait for some time or pay to get the chance to try again. Um, so this faster processing time is a common technique that you can, um, take advantage of. Then the next one we're going to talk about is watermarks. So again, imagine your app is a photo or video editing app. After the editing, you apply your app's watermark, which is very annoying. Everybody hates watermarks. That's why I put them here so you can see how annoying they are. So you put the watermark on the final product, the picture, the video, and then you offer the user the option to remove that watermark for a price. Usually, users sometimes would be willing to pay that money because this could be for a school project. They don't want your app name all over it, or this could be for something. So it's a method that works, and I encourage you to cash in. Um, the other one I want to mention is, imagine is the ability to grant a user an all access to all the features of your app. So imagine you are selling the user. Remember, again, a photo editing app. Imagine you are selling the user something like filters. Each additional filter you sold to the user for maybe $1, and then um, you offer the user this opportunity to buy every filter for $5. Now, statistically, most users would probably naturally only pay for one extra sticker or two extra stickers in your app. But when you offer them this package that is so wide and so tempting, and so ridiculous at such a good price for all these other filters, maybe 15 filters for the price of $5. They will be happy to buy it because it looks like a good deal. You make more money on the user's lifespan on your app. So it's a good technique to try if it fits into your plan. But generally, I'm telling you, this is a good way to make more money from a user. It's an upsell business 101. Okay. Then the next one, and this is my favorite, is when you are able to create a whole world inside your app. When I say a whole world, I mean, imagine you created a game whereby users can create mini challenges or mini custom levels in your app. So when they create these custom levels in your app, they have the ability to you give them the ability to publish these levels to other users, so the other users can try this level. Now you give them also the chance or the opportunity to sell these levels to other users. Now here is the kicker: the users create these levels, other users buy them, the creator of this level gets virtual credits in the app, and you, the developer, gets the actual cash the of the of the transaction that happened inside the app. So imagine a very good user in your app decides to create cool levels, so they sell them to other users, um, which other users pay with cash, and then you, the developer, gets the alert in your bank at the end of the month, while the user who created the levels gets credits to buy levels from other users. So this is a technique that works if you're able to create a world inside your app. You can give users the chance to be creative and get credits for their creativity, which they can use to buy other stuff inside your app. Um, so that's my favorite. I recommend you try it, and I recommend you think creatively on this journey. And with that said, that's it for the 10 ways to make money from apps. I hope you implement them and I hope you make a lot of money. If you do, please remember to share this course with your friends so that they can take advantage as well. This course can be shared using this link. It's at the bottom of the page on phase 10. You can share the course using this link. Also, this course has an iPhone version, iOS, so you can also access that from here. So take advantage of this. If you have friends who are trying to learn app development, please share this course with them. Um, then the other thing I want to mention is how to generate your app, how to generate the file you can upload to the App Store. So to do this, simply go to your app, Android Studio, click Build, and then click Generate Signed Bundle or APK. And then, now this is very important. If you want to publish the app to the App Store, click Android App Bundle. If you want to send the APK to your phone or to your friend's phone, you don't want to go through the App Store, then go through APK. Okay, whichever one you choose and you click next, it's going to ask you to create a key store path, create a key store, and assign a password. If you never done this before, you need to create a new one, and it's going to ask you to fill out this little form. And then wherever you save it, remember that location. Remember it because you're going to need it. And I even recommend you back it up online somewhere, just in case something happens to your computer, because this key store ends up being like the key for you to upload this to the App Store in the future. And it pretty much it's a key for your app. So remember where you saved it and have backups, and also remember the passwords. You can back these up somewhere. And also, when it's on this part where it says validity years, make sure this is as big as possible, maybe 500 years. It's very important. So with that said, so if you go through Android app bundle, go ahead and create a key store, and then fill out the form, click next, and then select where you want to save this app file, and it's in that location that you can now go there and upload that file to the Google Play from. So it's the same process with APK. You create a key store and then pretty much just click next, 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 choose a location to save it, and it saves. The next thing I want to touch is where to publish your app from. So when you're ready to publish your app, you've generated the signed APK. Simply go to play.google.com/apps/publish. This is the link. So just use this link and then create a developer account and publish your apps. Then lastly, I want to remind you that Google is your friend in this journey. When you are in need of a new tool or a new feature, remember to Google for libraries in that space. Imagine you need an app, a library, or you're trying to create a photo editing app. Don't go and start this from scratch. Google photo editing. Um, Go ahead and Google something like photo editing libraries, and then I love to end them with photo editing library GitHub. GitHub. You have to infuse Android as well if you're on Android. Android. You can also say Android Java photo editing libraries. Remember, it doesn't matter if it's Java or Kotlin; they would work. So Android photo editing library GitHub. You can do that. That would narrow down the search for you and help you find directly what you're looking for. Um, Also, you don't have to include GitHub sometimes, but just that most libraries are on GitHub these days. You can also search this same thing on GitHub itself. For GitHub, you don't need to include Java. Java just helps Google. So on GitHub, you can just say Android photo editing, Android photo edit or editing library. Copy it like this, then go on the main GitHub page, github.com, and search, not here, and search for that library. So this would help you in your journey to help you program faster because you're using things built by great men and women. There is this quote that says, "If I have seen so far, it's because I stood on the shoulders of giants." So right now you are standing on my shoulder with this course. So I recommend you take advantage. Now, the last thing I would say is, remember in the beginning I told you about the importance of coming up with an idea for before you even dive in here. This is the point where I want you to use that idea and make it your next phase. Make it phase 11. Start working on that idea. Here we created 9 different apps. I want you to make the 10th one the app you want to create. So go ahead and do that and then have fun. And remember, please share this course with your friends, your friend who may like to get into app development. If they want to get into the iPhone app development, the link is also here. With that said, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And I'll catch you on the next one, whenever that is. All right.